Hi, I'm John here at Showcase Photo and Video, and I have with me Rob Knight, our Panasonic Luminary. And Rob is here today to talk to us a little bit about the brand new Lumix GX-7. Rob?
Yeah, I've had the chance to shoot with this for about a week and a half now on the Change Your Perspective tour. We drove from Chicago through St. Louis and Memphis and Nashville, shooting the GX-7 the whole way, and I'm really impressed with the still image quality, and the video quality is almost up there with the top of the line GH3. It's got a redesigned sensor, so I've noticed that the files up to ISO 3200, they look great. I have nothing to complain about using the GH3, but I think this might be a little notch above as far as still image quality.
Well, that's good to hear. For the folks that may not be familiar with this particular model Panasonic, what are some of its major feature attributes?
This camera is a little bit smaller, and it's geared towards the enthusiast, the street photographer. It doesn't have the DSLR shape. It doesn't have the big grip on it. Although, for my money, this grip is about the perfect size. The camera is actually a little bigger than I expected it to be. It's a little heavier. It's a magnesium body, and it really feels well put together. It has this really nice high-res electronic viewfinder that flips up. You know, if you're shooting this way, that works
I haven't
great.
seen that in 40 years.
Yeah,
that's a little bit retro, but a great feature.
We use it all the time. My buddy G and I were shooting these last week, and we use that all the time. It's also almost completely the Adobe RGB color space, so you really do see what you get before you make the picture. It's also got the articulated LCD screen that flips up and flips down.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's really built to shoot. It's nice.
What about the lens selection for this particular model? What's available from Panasonic and other sources?
Just about anything you want. The Micro Four Thirds lens selection is really more extensive than any other mirrorless camera system, and it's one of the reasons that I started shooting Micro Four Thirds myself about 2 years ago. This is, for example, a 7 to 14 millimeter f4, which is a 14 to 28 millimeter equivalent. So you've basically got 14 millimeters fisheye on the wide end to 600 millimeter equivalent telephoto, and everything in between.
So that covers a pretty big range.
It really does.
I noticed that when you showed the images on the screen, the fidelity and the sharpness was really outstanding. Can you comment on the quality, image quality for me?
Sure. Combined with the 16 megapixel sensor in this camera and like the GH3 as well, especially the Lumix lenses like the 12 to 35 millimeter f2.8, it really does give you pro quality results. Super sharp images, and everything that we showed at our presentation the other day was JPEG straight out of the camera. That wasn't, you know, altered in post at all.
Yeah, they were very, very nice images, very, very sharp. I noticed this also has something interesting on the top there that's been dropped off a lot of these cameras.
This little guy right here?
Yeah,
it does have a hot shoe, just a regular hot shoe. So you can use any flash, any flash trigger. I've used it with my Elechrome Skyport system already.
Very cool.
Pocket Wizards, any of that, fit right there.
Very cool, yeah.
It also has a pop-up flash, which you can use to wirelessly control Panasonic speedlights.
One of the big attractions of this type of camera for somebody like myself and a lot of my contemporaries is size and weight. It's becoming more and more difficult for me to go out with a full-blown 35 millimeter camera outfit with a handful of lenses and all the other pieces that go along.
Sure.
This package seems to be absolutely ideal for somebody who's just tired of carrying around all of that other gear. So
it really is, and you're not sacrificing any quality. You know, those of us that shoot these professionally, we're not going to sacrifice quality just to have a smaller package.
Right.
You know, if it was a small camera that didn't deliver, then we wouldn't shoot them.
Yeah. The other thing I found interesting at your presentation, the people who came up and placed their orders for the new camera immediately walked over to our tripod department and said, I'm going to need a new tripod. I don't need a 27-pound tripod with this camera. And they were buying these new generation, very compact, very, very lightweight tripods that it looks like they'll actually carry around with them to do some of their photography. So.
Absolutely. I think a lot of us have tried travel tripods in the past, but you put full frame camera and full size f2.8 lens on it, and it just doesn't work. So with a system like that, it's perfect for that.
Good. So the delivery of the Lumix is about to happen. They're telling me that they'll be in country here in another week. So if you have interest in this particular product, give us a call. The number will be on your screen here shortly. And in addition, if you live in the Southeast, we'll be offering a special tutorial on this particular product. And we'll ask Rob to come back and help us with the tutorial. So it'll be almost like a one-on-one session with the camera. So we invite you to come by to see us. The information will be on the screen in just a moment. And Rob, thank you again very much for coming in and joining us today.
Thanks for having
We
me.
appreciate every second of it. And thank you very much, folks.